shit's gonna change, Chris.
Everything's gonna change. I know, that's what when I got my...
You'll be buying the mansion on the hill.
We're gonna move closer to Target, that's for sure.
When I got my raise, I called my mom. I was like, does this mean I win now?
I get to win the bread.
I don't even know what I'm going to say. I have, like, nothing prepared today.
Do we have
Sponsored?
a sponsor?
Do you have it?
Not in this.
I don't either. Hey, what's the 800 number? I need to put that. 866.
Nope. 877-337.
337.
5844.
5844. That's KVG.
All right, it's going to go to the next.
To the next song?
Yeah. No, it's going to go to the...
To us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want Dave Matthews scaring off our audience. All right.
Last night, pre-flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high.
You're listening to The Crush. On KVGI X. And now your hosts, Chris Dilworth and Dr. Drew Day. Good evening and welcome back to another exciting edition of The Crush. We are your hosts, Chris Dilworth and
Drew Day.
Dr. Drew Day, the incomparable, the uninebriable,
Do it.
the inflammable,
Ooh.
the overexcitable
Yes.
Dr. Drew Day. Doc, how we doing tonight?
Well, I got a PhD in rock,
Ooh,
and I'm about ready to roll.
you got a script pad for some country?
I got a little bit of this and that.
Hey, let's be liberal with that. Sprinkle in a little OxyContin and that sort of thing for me.
Well,
I mean, if you got a script
that'll
pad.
get you hooked.
Well, Doc, I tell you what, we've got an exciting show tonight, top to bottom. Really, some surprises, some gasps, some thrills and chills. Are you ready to get started?
I am.
I say we kick it off with what we call the opening act. Crush Kitties, you should know what the opening act is by now. It's just whatever we want to play. And tonight, our opening act is a throwback to a previous show. The artist is My Kick Drum Heart, and the song is Listen. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI X.
I need to pull up that dude's email. Oh, shit. I don't have the password that you gave me. Ah, fuck it.
How long we got?
Dr. Drew? Dr. Drew? I don't do that.
I'm all Shut up. Get out what I want to say. I'm going to take one out.
That's a great game. So it's like holding a gun. Yeah, silent. Why don't they do that with their rapid on 7:10? Well, I mean, 2 or up, because we're going to do it after the winning.
Okay, I'll tell her that we're going to be calling, but don't say anything. How long is the next song?
It's not. We're doing the winners.
My Kick Drum Heart with Listen.
Oh, yeah.
And Dr. Drew, you weren't here the night that we played Listen originally. You were, that was the night that you were out. And,
getting drunk.
Yeah, getting drunk and partying and hitting yourself over the head with blunt objects. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But you know, what came from My Kick Drum Heart's first play was something that we're getting a lot of as the show sort of progresses and matures a little bit, and we reach out to more and more artists and share some of our knowledge. You know, we're old guys in the industry now, but we've got some mature dudes.
Old balls.
Yeah, sort of dangly and strangly, you know.
Not like Bad Grandpa, but...
No, but getting close.
Getting longer.
Yeah, still serviceable.
It all depends on, you know, your pants and your underwear. You wear tight pants, you're going to want tight underwear, and that'll keep them up, snugged up tight.
That's true.
But you don't want them to, you know, go back in you.
That is an excellent diatribe on balls, Drew. Thanks.
Yeah.
But getting back to My Kick Drum Heart, you know, like a few other artists have done, you know, we sat here and we kind of talked a little bit about, the dude's name is Brian. We talked about Brian's music a little bit and what we would do differently as producers, putting on our producer hat, and how we would separate some of those vocals so that we make distinct verses and choruses and change the pads up a little bit. And I would dare say that this new version of Listen is twice as good as the original version of Listen, because he did, in fact, you know, he took some time. He wrote us a very nice email. I don't have it in front of me. But it was a long email about, you know, listen, this is a dude with a regular job.
Sure.
With a passion for music, just like us, you know. But he's making music in his home studio. He's, you know, producing his own. He's his own producer, his own engineer, like a lot of musicians are nowadays, right? I mean, we find more and more.
That's how it's done these days.
Yeah, it's not the starving artist routine anymore, right? I mean, it's
you can afford a pretty damn good studio
on your own.
On your own these days.
And the knowledge is out there in the universe for you to go get and become your own engineer.
Right.
But, you know, all engineers aren't producers, all producers aren't engineers, and all musicians aren't either.
That is the truth of it.
So, you know, after reading Brian's emails, it was kind of touching, because he was like, you know, hey, I took your suggestions to heart. I redid the song. I added some pads where you suggested. I took some out here. We added a little girth to it, a little bit of volume. Some girth. And it came out really, really well. And, you know, good for Brian. I mean, you know, I always say when artists email us after watching the show or listening to the show, I always say, look, don't change it because we said to. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
who the hell are we?
we're just two idiots trying to fill airspace. But, you know, we do know a couple of things, and if it helps, man, fantastic. And I think in that case, it helped because that's a good tune.
It's true. It's one thing to be able to take criticism and to conquer afterwards. And I myself, it's taken me a long time to be able to take criticism and work with other people. So
That's true.
It's only going to make you better, and it's just their opinion. You don't have to really take it to heart. But I think he did a great job with a little bit of what we said and what he did.
Absolutely. I mean, look at the artist that I have turned you into. I mean, just learning to work with me has really done wonders for you.
Platinum.
Just turned your life around.
Completely.
Look at you now. You're on the radio.
That's right.
So tune in with us every Thursday night, 7 to 9, and also follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/The Crush KVGI. Also, make sure you're following us on Twitter. That's at The Crush KVGI. And if you are so compelled tonight to call in and express your like or disgust at some of the music that that we're playing, write down this number, the Crush Hotline. It's 877-337-KVGI. That's 5844 for those of you who are digitally challenged. Dr. Drew, it is time to announce the winners of last week's Crush It or Flush It.
Hit me with it.
Deep breath. Here we go. Winner in the rock category. Awaiting Daylight. Kiss by Judas. Winner in the country music category. Brent and Kate. You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone. Winner in the hip-hop category. Mr. Stay Ready, Flippin' and Dippin'. Winner in the metal category. Nobody, because we didn't play metal last week. Congratulations to this week's winners. And now back to two guys that can't stop smelling their fingers. I guess that would be us, Dr. Drew. The end of an era. The Katrina Lynn era is unfortunately over, but she will never be outside of the Crush family, will she?
No, she won't. I mean, she was beat out by a song title.
You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone, and boy, I hope that's not prophetic.
How ironic.
How ironic indeed. But you know, like many of our artists that have been on the Crush in the past, Katrina will find out that even though you may not be on Crush It or Flush It, you're still very much a part of our hearts and our family, and that means we're going to spread the word about any project that you're involved with,
right.
Whether it's a show date or whether you're recording a new EP or anything you got going on. Make sure you copy the Crush, and we'll get it out to the Crush Kiddies and make sure they're involved as well. So, Dr. Drew, we need to go to the musical Wheel of Justice.
One of my favorite times.
And find out what our first category for the evening is. Would you mind stepping over to that big fat wheel? Stop sniffing your finger just long enough.
It's like Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know what's in my fingernails.
Oh, jeez.
It's like a little bit of mortar.
Get your teeth in there. Find out. Find out what it was.
Oh.
Here we go with the musical Wheel of Justice, Dr. Drew. Give it a spin. Country. And that is the country category. Boy, serendipitous, Dr. Drew, because guess who we have on the phone? A special guest, Dr. Drew.
Nice.
Can you guess who it is?
I'm going to hope it's Katrina Lynn.
I believe it is. Katrina, are you with us?
I am with you guys.
Yay.
Katrina Lynn. Let me guess, you called in to tell us, go suck it, The Crush.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. No, I love you guys. You know I do.
Oh, we appreciate it. Let me tell you, I've never seen a voting flurry like what happened this week. It was Brent and Kate. It was Katrina. It was Katrina. It was Brent and Kate, and back and forth until the very last second. And I thought, I even contacted Mark, and I was like, all right, I need the tallies from the votes from every other website that KVGI has, so I know the final vote. And let me tell you, Katrina, it was by the slimmest of margins that Brent and Kate finally were able to edge you out. I'm so sorry, but did you have fun? That's what's really important.
I totally had a blast. This entire time I have been on the show has been fantastic, and I can't thank you guys enough, and congratulations to Brent and Kate.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I told Dr. Drew, I said, look, if this country music gig doesn't work out for Katrina, keep her number, because she's going to be my promotional agent. I mean, my goodness, I don't think I've ever seen anybody that can rally.
Go get her.
Did you see the Katrina Lynn T-shirts people were wearing? I mean, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I got some awesome fans. So
fans and family. Be honest. How many of those people are your family? Are like 65 of those people in your immediate family?
Actually, no, I don't think so. Not all of my family has Facebook. I probably had, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 family members on there.
You were probably signing them up by the dozen. I'm going to give you a Facebook page so that you can perform your duty as my family. I tell you what, though, Katrina Lynn had, I think just this week, in thumbs up, thumbs down voting and Facebook and Twitter voting, over 400 votes for Katrina Lynn and just a little over for Brent and Kate.
It's impressive.
That is impressive. So, Katrina Lynn, make sure that you keep us abreast of everything you are doing out there in the country landscape, in the music landscape. My goodness, we need to make sure that we follow you. And, oh yeah, and we saw you in the newspaper, by the way.
Oh, you did you?
I did. That was awesome. You had your guitar out there in the field, like, you know, just like the song. Hey, I learned how to hoe and plow, right?
There you go. You see, you know my music already.
I do. And a little extra something for you, Katrina. I don't want you to tune out tonight, because at the end of the show, in our metal category, a song inspired by Katrina Lynn is going to appear in the metal category. I'm not going to give too much of it away, but a little metal serenade to one Katrina Lynn as a send-off from Crush It or Flush It, Katrina. Thank you so much for being on the show. We sure enjoyed it, and gosh, what a great story, Katrina Lynn.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Katrina.
Thank you.
We hope to talk to you soon.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
All right. And now it is time for those kids that edged out our Katrina Lynn. You sons of bitches.
Kids.
Brent and Kate, back again for another round. Dr. Drew, what do we know about Brent and Kate?
Well, Brent and Kate is a new soul/country duo that splits time between two cities and consists of singer-songwriters Brent Wilson at College Station and Caitlin Hobson of Grapevine.
Oh, that's a long-distance relationship.
Well, they're pretty awesome.
They are pretty awesome.
Miles apart and still able to get it. I mean, it shows right here, they teamed up with producer Josh Masters.
Oh, Josh.
Brent and Kate recorded at the Mushroom in Montgomery, Texas in the summer of 2014. And their album is released in the fall, so it must be already out there for everyone for their listening pleasure.
I suppose it is. And this, off of that EP, You're Gonna Miss Me. This is Brent and Kate. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI.
X.
You played the games, you said everything you knew what I wanted to hear. You let me fall for it all, and all this time you haven't been sincere. I should have seen you coming like a hurricane, but now I'm getting out of here. You think you got the best of me, wait till you find the rest of me, putting one foot in front of the other and never looking back. And oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Baby, you might not see it now, but I promise you and you'll find out that oh, you're gonna miss me when you're standing all alone, holding nothing but a memory. Funny how things didn't turn out like you thought they'd be. And you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You could have won me cause I told you I thought you were the one for me. And as I go, you should know that although I love you, leaving's way too easy. I'll say goodbye as I walk away. It's more than you ever did for me. You won't let go for anyone, and time will show you what you've done. Then you'll finally realize what I've been saying all along. And oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Baby, you might not see it now, but I promise you then you'll find out that oh, you're gonna miss me when you're standing all alone, holding nothing but a memory. Funny how things didn't turn out like you thought they'd be. And you're gonna miss me when I'm holding my head up high for the first time. This is you seeing me cry for the last time. You're gonna lose your pride when you end up all alone. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Brent and Kate, you're gonna miss me. Well, let's hope it's not prophetic. What do you think, Dr. Drew? Second week for Brent and Kate.
Yeah, this is I don't know, same kind of notes I've got. I mean, they're putting the harmonies in the right places. I think that some people will do a little too much or not do enough. I think they're doing it just right. And the thing about their catchy chorus and their lyrics, these are words that you've used many times in your life.
Right.
They roll right off the tongue. You've said them to that ex or whoever. Could even be mom or dad, you know, when you're young. Like, you're going to miss me when I'm gone, you bastards.
Yeah, no, we won't.
But, you know what I mean? Like, it's that's the thing, is being able to create a catchy chorus and put words that people out there have said so they could relate.
Well, yeah, you said today in the studio, you said this is a hit. You said this is like a cookie cutter hit. I mean, it comes right out and it's perfect,
ready to go
right out of the gate. Yeah. And the same thing. I had last week's notes and the same thing. Good use of pads. I still feel, I know you disagree, but I said Peter Gabriel circa Salisbury Hill. The classical guitar setup I really like. The two steel strings of the three nylons, and that cool hook. It goes from major to minor. I really like that. So a good entry, obviously good enough to edge out our good friend Katrina Lynn. But now it's time to move on to our first competitor in the country music category. Going up against Brent and Kate, it's Jesse Jennings. What do you got?
Well, this sounds familiar. Jesse? Originally from Dublin, Texas.
Yep.
Not Dublin, Ireland.
Right.
And is now living in Fort Worth. and he says it's country with a twist.
With a twist.
Yeah, not like doing the twist, but more like a pretzel.
Oh, I was getting ready for Chuck Berry.
No.
This
or
is
the Fat Boys.
Or the oh yeah, remember that? Oh yeah,
I do.
No, Chubby Checker and the Fat Boys. Remember
Yeah.
Chubby Checker and the Fat Boys.
They're doing the twist. Yeah,
doing the twist. Oh, the
250
Fat
plus.
Boys were great. Hey, for you guys who don't know who the Fat Boys are, go out and YouTube the shit out of the Fat Boys. Oh, Nightmare on My Street. You remember when Nightmare on Elm Street 6 came out? They did Nightmare on My Street.
No, I don't know that.
Oh, I was going to say something I shouldn't
That's
say
cool.
already. All right, this is Jesse Jennings, the song Drink and Fight. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI.
Yes!
Can't believe you don't remember that.
I'm not big on...
Fred Krueger, the myth of Fred Krueger, the man. Doesn't matter, cause I'm still rapping about him, understand? Sit back, Jack, I wanna bust around.
Oh my God,
grab a
you
hold
know
of your
this.
vest. It's Krueger time.
That kind of...
Yeah.
Trigger time.
It's time for Fred.
That kind
And
of...
then they had Robert England actually rapping in the song, which was so embarrassing. When Nightmare went way off the rails.
See, that's why it went
Yeah.
off the rails. I was like, oh, I can't do this. But I
It's like
did... I
Nightmare on
remember
Street, the Dream Rappers.
MC Hammer rapping Adam's Family. They do what they wanted to say, what
They want to say, play what they want to play. The Addams Family.
For the rest of my life, and I think that I might get drunk and pick a fight tonight. It's an all too familiar scene. Once it kicks in and I'm set free, nobody mess with me when I'm drinking straight whiskey, 'cause I get a little crazy. And I'll drink, and I'll fight for the rest of my life. And I think that I might get drunk and pick a fight tonight. People, they tell me that I've changed. They say, boy, you know you're just not the same. Well, you know that might be right. So grab a beer and join my side. We'll raise a little hell tonight. And I'll drink, and I'll fight for the rest of my life. And I think that I might get drunk and pick a fight tonight. And we'll drink, and we'll fight for the rest of our lives. And I think that we might get drunk and pick a fight tonight.
Drink and Fight. Jesse Jennings on The Crush. Well, sir, what do you think about Jesse?
Well, drink and fight. I mean, that's just kind of hand in hand, right?
Oh, you gotta love drinking and fighting.
Great country riffs. It's got that blues rock, you know, southern rock vibe.
Yeah.
So it's still country, but it's great solo. I love how the time signature changes to cut time. To bring it up for that pre-chorus.
Yep.
And then the bridge, it breaks on down, and you got that organ. It's the ballsy tone, not necessarily the high end tone.
Yeah.
The low tone with Leslie
The
going
growl,
real
yeah,
slow
yeah.
and growling.
Yep.
And then he adds more of a gang vocal for the end, and
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
everybody loves a good gang vocal.
Yeah, I kind of wrote down the same thing. I said I really like the breakdown with the rim shots, Great hook, bluesy, good stuff. Good stuff from Jesse. Jesse?
Jesse.
Old Jesse. Well, Dr. Drew, our next artist in the country music category, we only have 3 this week. It is kind of like, when somebody leaves you and you still set a place for them at the table.
Right.
I couldn't put a 4th artist in the country music category. I had to save a place.
Yeah, it's like pouring out a little bit of your 40 for your
exactly.
homies.
Yeah, so we've got a cowboy hat sitting on an empty chair across from the table here.
It's kind of sad.
Just for Katrina Lynn. But up next, to compete with Brent and Kate and Jesse Jennings is... who?
Joe Hell. Joe Hell.
All right.
Started playing in bars in Montreal, Canada at the age of 16.
No, that's not true.
Yeah. Says it right here. It has to be. I got it off the internet.
Then it
Joe
must be
Hell
true.
and the Red Roosters came to Austin for South by Southwest in March of 2006. Obviously loved it so much. The newest album, Joe Hell Rockin' Land, will be out. So if you like Freda King, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, Little Richard, ZZ Top, B.B. King, all that other good action,
I'll take it.
that fit right into the categories, and you will most assuredly love Joe Hell.
Joe Hell is on the Crush with Ashes on My Guitar. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI.
Yes.
I got to tell you.
I did a Sean Connery. I did it. It said Ashes on my guitar. I said, hey, shoes on my guitar. I'll take, hey, shoes on my guitar. That's Ashes.
There's ashes on my guitar. Yes, something has gone too far. That burning flame on my guitar has no more life to light my heart. You changed the colors, you painted black. And now again I'm sad today. You beat me down to my guitar. You left a mark, you left a scar. There's a broken string on my guitar. Listen now, babe. It sounds so harsh, it sounds so far. You changed the song, you made it dark. And now again I'm sad today. Pray the Lord to take his memories away, so our ashes of love can be taken with away, taken with away, taken with away, taken with away. and now our rainbow fades to black. And now again I'm sad today.
Country in G. That's Ashes on My Guitar by Joe Hell. Well, Dr. Drew, Joe Hell, give it to me straight.
Well, again, it's kind of bluesy rock. It could have kind of gone into the rock category. It could have been in country, and we decided to stick it here. It's your classic kind of tune in G. I don't know if it is for sure. I don't have a guitar here.
Oh, I could
but
hear
just from my.
I could hear all the G pull-offs.
Yeah. Sounds like
Yeah.
G to me, and that's your classic recipe.
Yep.
In my opinion, not the strongest vocalist, but there's a lot of groups out there or solo artists with not the strongest vocal, but it works for what it is.
Right.
Jimi Hendrix could not stand anyone watching him sing. He actually turned around, so the vocal,
Oh, Maynard Keenan of Tool is much like that.
Yeah, I mean, Bob Dylan kind of, has his own style of vocals, and it works.
Well, there's no excuse for it in the studio, though.
Right.
Live is one thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it made me think of Keith Richards with the Stones, because his songs that he sings aren't the strongest, but it's good.
Right.
I mean, it works, and it works for him, I think. And that's why I like it. I didn't hate it, that's for sure.
Yeah, no. What I wrote down, but I thought about this the first time that I heard that Joe Hell song was Kid Rock. It kind of made me feel like his voice kind of had a Kid Rock vibe. And Kid Rock is often sort of a product of the studio environment. And by that, what we mean is, he's kind of the same way. He's maybe not hitting every note flush. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but what a good producer or engineer will do is get in there and clean those up. And there's lots of room for cleanup on that song. Look into some studio plugins like Isotope. You don't have to go with auto-tune necessarily, but tune up some of those notes. You'll be shocked at what will happen when you set up a pitch corrector. You don't have to set it at, 10 milliseconds and make it sound like Cher.
Yeah, you don't want it to get right on the note. I mean,
No.
I think that he's going for that sound, and that's what makes it cool.
Absolutely.
I think of something like what you're talking about might kill that whole vibe.
Yeah, but again, if you bump up the milliseconds to 80, 90, even 100 milliseconds to where, look, you can start out flat on those notes. A lot of blues songs, the vocalists are flat up to pitch, right?
Raise up to it,
yeah, they're flat up to pitch. But if you're flat up to a flat pitch, that's a problem. The human ear gets fatigued when it hears too much flat in between, especially
But not dog's ears.
Especially in a major chord. Thank you. In a major chord like G, it's real easy to pick out flat.
Too true.
Tones in G. So
Hoi hoi.
Oi oi. So that rounds out the country music category, Dr. Drew. We're going to take a very, very quick break so that you and I can strategize for a few minutes. But we'll be right back with another segment of Crush It or Flush It. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI. X.
Maybe he's your neighbor, maybe he's your coworker, but we all know that guy, the one that says, hey, before you buy that new house, talk to me first. I've got a friend in the business. Well, folks, now it's your turn to have a friend in the business. I'm talking, of course, about Herbert Johnson and Associates.
I mean,
Listen,
really,
you don't
if you
have to know.
Just tag me and post two others.
I hate Brent and Kate. Flush Brent and Kate. No.
Brent and Bray.
Proud Keller Williams Realtor and combines a decade of mortgage experience with a passion for real estate. Folks, you have a friend in the industry. Call Herbert Johnson now, 817-691-8116.
You sick.
She should come out with her next album called Wet Your Wetzel.
Make sure I tell her that.
If you ever voted for me in the past about KVGI The Crush. So that was our last episode of The Crush, however, not the last movie theory of being on KVGI. I'm in permanent rotation on the flagship. So suck it, Chris Dilworth. She's spelling her name Crystal Worth. Crystal Worth. Oh shit, I forgot. This is automation. You ever gone by Crystal?
For a generation, this talented
I didn't know you changed your name.
singing your favorite
Crystal Worth.
Did you call the Social Security office on there to change your name?
Today's pop, as only the Mickey Mac can.
Mickey Mac can.
Oh, is that what?
Knockoff Productions and
Well, I heard
cooperation
this
with
song
District Bankruptcy
driving down the road.
Did you?
Yeah, and I was like, I can't think of it any other way now. I can't hear it. Fire.
He's one step closer to the grave and one step farther from the pitch. But damn it, he's still Michael McDonald.
This is the best right here.
15 of today's chart-busting hits from your
This one's the worst though. This is so
it gets
bad.
progressively worse.
Right here.
One day your kids will ask, Mom, Dad, why did you listen to this crap? Instead of fumbling awkwardly for an answer that helps you maintain the illusion of coolness, just fire up that old iPod and let Michael McDonald explain. Yeah. Michael McDonald's Fire.
You guys are crazy. You guys laughed about this last week.
Oh, fuck, who wrote this shit?
You're listening to The Crush.
The Crush.
On KVGI X.
KVGIRadio.com.
And now your hosts, Chris Dilworth and Dr. Drew Day. Dr. Drew, back to us here in Studio 101, Frisco, Texas.
On the billboard,
the
us.
KVGI Studios. Michael McDonald's Fire.
I can't believe he's resulted down that far down.
I know.
Did
It's unbelievable.
he have like an addiction problem?
I don't know. We'll have to look into that.
Sold his mansions and bought some crack. That's a lot of crack.
That is a lot. That's a mountain of crack. Because he had some serious hits. Well, he's got several more now. Oh, Michael McDonald in studio with us, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Dr. Drew, time to get back to that magical musical wheel of justice. Give it one more spin and find out what our next category of the evening is. Would you like to put those hammy, clammy hands on that wheel? Let's do it.
I can't wait.
Here we go. Rock. And that is the rock category, Dr. Drew. And we got to kick it off with the winners from last week's Crush It or Flush It in the rock category. That is the youngsters known as Awaiting Daylight. Dr. Drew, Awaiting Daylight formed in late 2014. Yes, just last year.
Wow.
Already coming out with their first 5-song EP and planning a big trip to LA. High energy rock, hard rock. You know, we almost could have put them in metal. I thought about it. But let's leave the metal for the big boys. Okay, Awaiting Daylight.
Well, I mean,
besides,
however you wanna slice it.
You can dominate in the rock category. Let's see. They say they like to, they've hang on. Whoa. Back that up. Alongside such like-minded artists as Shinedown, Seether, whom you toured with.
You sure did.
Circa, Survive, and Trapped. Their release of their debut EP in April of 2015. Hey, that's now. And this is the song off of that EP. Our reigning champs in the rock category, Awaiting Daylight with Kiss by Judas. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI X.
Brush your beard.
Kiss by Judas. That's Awaiting Daylight. So, Dr. Drew, a second week for Awaiting Daylight.
Yeah.
Any new reflections on our friends Awaiting Daylight?
Well, it's the same kind of thing. Something I've heard before. They're not reinventing the wheel, but what they're doing inside of it is a little different. Some crazy harmonies there. And in the beginning, I was really kind of not attracted to it, tell you the honest
Yeah,
truth.
I remember when you first heard it.
And I think they've kind of grown on me. It's like I'm expecting it to go major when it should be minor.
Right.
And, the guitar solos and harmony, I'm a sucker for that. But there are no boundaries with music. There are no rules. You can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And it's up to, that person listening to it to say that's good or that's shite. That's the cool thing,
Yeah.
It's your own personal thing. And I think they're great. The ending harmonies for me, that Kiss by Judas harmony that she does with herself, is a really eerie, good harmony.
Yeah.
And they're very talented, and I like it. And they're kind of pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, and here's the thing. We spent a little bit of time on Awaiting Daylight. We won't spend quite as much time this time, but, we always talk about the difference between musicians' music and pop music, right? So
Right.
bands like System of a Down and Tool and things like that are musicians' music. You know, I listen to
Supertramp.
you cock. But I listen to like Tool's Inema, and I think, you know, that part was where it's like,
I thought it was Enema.
no, it's Inema.
Oh, okay.
But those sort of things, those are Easter eggs for musicians.
They do weird time signatures.
Weird time signatures, weird harmonies, things that you don't ever really expect out of what you would consider pop music.
Well, because he takes the harmonies of some, like a monk would do. And
Right.
they're very far from monk.
Yeah, very strange. And
When you have lyrics like shit, blood, and come on my hands, it's a different kind of thing.
yeah, it's a whole other
That's
thing.
Tool.
Thanks for getting me derailed on Tool.
Keep going.
But and that's what I think this is. What you've got, I've actually seen some live footage of these guys as well.
Like
and
backstage?
No, like live stage footage.
Nice.
Really talented guitar work.
You can tell.
Yeah, but the pitfall of that, it just depends. Awaiting Daylight, you'll have to tell me, what do you want out of your musical career? Do you want to be popular, or do you want to be musicians' music, right? Because you can be a kick-ass guitar player and be, you know, Steve Vai, or, you know, what's that skinny prick's name with the long hair? I just described everybody from the 80s.
Oh.
No, but, you know, with the harmonies that she's hitting, that's musicians' music. What finally occurred to me about this song from Awaiting Daylight is that weird harmony that you and I keep looking at each other every time we hear it.
The go away part.
Yes.
Yeah.
If she just, because she's singing harmonies throughout the entire song, which is really cool. I mean, look, Lane Staley used to do that with Alice in Chains. I mean, that whole album, not Puddle of Mud, whatever.
Jerry did too.
I mean,
harmonies with Jerry.
It was just straight harmonies beginning to end. And it's a really cool, really eerie sound. But
You talking like Dirt or
Dirt, thank you. Sorry, I said Puddle of Mud.
You know, it was
But
mud and dirt.
what I would do right at that point, I'd drop that harmony out. Or I'd do a matching non-harmony right there, you know, where you come down to the exact same note.
Oh yeah, just an octave.
Yeah, and that
would
way,
be cool.
that way, those ears that aren't musicians' ears, they don't get thrown off by it,
Right.
because the pop listener ear is going to hear that and go, "Ooh, that didn't sound right."
Yeah.
To you and I, it does.
Like they messed up, but you know they're good enough.
Yeah.
She's not messing
Yeah,
up.
she's
meant
not
to
messing
do
up.
that.
That's an excellent harmony if you understand that is a major, a major third within a minor harmony, right there. So what I would do is just drop that harmony out, and all of a sudden what you've got is probably a pop metal song, which is...
But don't bring in a guy's voice to do it with her, because then you're Evanescence.
Then you're Evanescence, yes.
You don't want to do that.
And moving on to our next song. You know what? I do want to take a quick moment to do what?
What? It caught you up?
Yeah. To mention... Hang on, I got to get over to the Crush page. No, I had a message. Hang on. God dang it, man. Mark, can we... The computer can't get any slower. Where's the button? See, this thing is in the way here? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Mark was supposed to come in with an annoying laugh. There you go.
I like it. Maybe think of Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, I'll have to come back to it because I got a message from... here we go. We want to make sure that everybody knows that Brent and Kate are actually our winners in the country category, are going to be competing at the Hard Rock Cafe in Dallas, who's hosting the local portion of the Hard Rock Rising competition. They're going to be competing in round one with a couple of other bands. Whomever wins that portion of the competition is going to move on to the next round in May. That's May 6th. So stay tuned for Brent and Kate. Some news may be coming down the pipe on that. That's pretty exciting, huh?
Down the pipe. That's always exciting.
Down the pipe. And Dr. Drew, next up, oh man, I wish, you know what?
Oh, shit.
We're not going to miss it this week. The
go.
Oscillators. Get your ears on, people, because this is how you do rock and roll. This is the Oscillators. The Oscillators are a rock and roll band from Flower Mound, Texas. Yeah, Flower Mound.
Yeah.
They blend blues, funk, and rock into a mighty and infectious sound. Well, I'll say, you know I've got a total hard-on for this song and this band. It's the Oscillators with I Got a Woman, Listen Up. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI.
I love this song. I really do.
I don't remember what song was
This
it.
is the Led Zeppelin one.
Oh yeah.
I love it. It's such a throwback, man. It's like Zeppelin Sabbath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Led Sabbath.
Yeah, Led Sabbath. Yeah, turn that fucking shit up.
I'm waiting for him to.
I love that shit, man.
I think these headphones sound better.
Huh?
I think these headphones sound better than those. Yeah, these aren't bad. That's like, it's like,
Crapping on.
yeah, I know the beats are good, but these are $80 compared to $20.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the beats aren't good. The beats are.
Why don't you have 7.1 surround sound coming out of there? The highs are clear, the bass is better. Yeah.
And they're using all of those retro effects too. That huge plate reverb over the entire set. Instead of picking out instrument reverb and doing a vocal plate, this is one giant room plate. I love that, man.
How much do we have in that one? So we're actually doing pretty good for being able to talk. Yeah. Because we're talking a little more.
Yeah, we got time. We're halfway through the set. It's an hour in.
Yeah. We're how much through the set?
Halfway. So trippy, man. So sexy.
And they're young kids.
Yeah.
Does it say in their bio they're young kids?
I can tell by looking at their picture they're younger than me. That doesn't mean that.
Well, I mean, it could be like me. You could look 20.
I love that picture. See what's going on?
That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. That's an Android slash where you got the X on. Yeah. That's pretty cool. No, I had not seen that one. But you guys have had some with you the last couple of days. I still can't get past the skinny man and the big woman. I just
Gonna be special.
oh, it's pretty tacky. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, the Oscillators with I Got a Woman. Dr. Drew, I got a fever. And the only
Prescription.
Dr. Drew, is more oscillators.
Exactly.
What do you think?
Babies. I don't have a whole lot to say just because they're just throwing it down. And I am a huge classic rock fan. And as I've heard from you, these guys are young. And it's really cool to see young guys that are involved with, the original pioneers of rock and roll, which I don't know if there's ever been a better band than Led Zeppelin. And they definitely have similarities. It's riff rock.
Oh, yeah.
And Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin said, writing riffs in blues is one of the hardest things because everything's been done. So to come up with a riff and to have good melody and a good vocal on top of it is something actually a lot harder than most people would think. So
yeah,
these guys are doing it, and I love it.
They you know what? I'm sitting here swaying back and forth. Listening to the oscillators, like listening to Zeppelin or Sabbath, is a lot like getting off of a ship after 6 days. You continue to sway to the music even though it's ended. You're still sitting there rocking back and forth to it,
Yeah, like in Waterworld, they called it land sickness.
Yeah, land sickness. It's like you can't stand still for too long. Completely non-topical.
Mariner.
You just leave it to
The
Drew.
Mariner. What?
I mean, literally nobody has ever seen Waterworld.
Horrible movie.
It's the worst movie. Like Leprechaun.
Not only the worst, but the most expensive. Oh,
Leprechaun
not as bad as
is-
Leprechaun 2 or 3.
No, Leprechaun 1 with Jennifer Aniston.
That's Jennifer Aniston. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
that was pretty wretched.
Like, I was friends with her back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know you were.
Friends. I'll be there for you.
Like I said, awesome groove. Zeppelin all the way. I wrote down, I want to show the camera my notes for oscillator.
Nuts.
Watch
Yeah.
this. Watch this, oscillators. This is exactly what I wrote down on my notes. Ready?
Oh, shit. He's going over to the camera. He's showing his nuts. I mean, his notes.
I said,
Fuck yeah.
Like white wine.
White wine. Fuck yeah. Dr. Drew, on to our next competitor to
Pick it up.
to compete against Awaiting Daylight. Well, this is Heil. I think it's Heil or
Like
Hail.
Sieg Heil?
It's H-E-Y-L.
German.
How would you say H-E-Y-L?
Hail, yeah.
Hail, yeah. That's what I would say.
Well, that's one thing when I moved to Texas, I noticed that when people were talking about hailstorms, they would call them hellstorms.
Mhm.
And when they would say, what the hell, they'd say, what the hail. So it's a little swip swap.
Yeah.
What the hail's going on? It's a hailstorm.
Well, Texans are awesome.
They are. And don't mess with them.
No, you can't mess with them.
No.
No. For some reason, it's just Texas. Like, you can mess with literally Hawaiians. You can mess the fuck out of a Hawaiian. But not Texans.
Yeah, maybe Eskimos because they don't buy records.
Yeah, they don't. Moving on to Hale. Sean Hale is a songwriter, producer, and multi-instrumentalist currently based out of Houston, Texas. With 12 years of professional musical experience, he does a little writing, a little producing, a little performing. He's got his own, he's like us, he's got his own, personal projects going on. He does a little songwriting and orchestration for, probably for some commercial outlets, things like that. So
Nice.
cool dude, and he also releases some of his own music. Hey, he's going to be playing at the Cellar Door in Katy tomorrow night at 8 p.m. If you happen to be in the area, go check out Hale. Also, Sunday at, are you ready?
I am.
Kebabalicious.
I thought you were going to say Cabela's.
No, yeah, Cabela, right next to the fish tank. And the oversized zebra, stuffed zebra. No, the Sunday at Kebabalicious Restaurant in Austin at 3 p.m. That's Hale. This is Hale with Vagabond. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI.
Axe.
So this girl sent me a message. Huh? So this girl sends me a message named Beverly.
She hot? Oh, well,
No, but she just
that's
says.
the end of that story.
Yeah, right. She says, I just want to let you guys know that you sound great. Love finally catching up with you. I've caught you guys from several of the people out there. I've actually had a personal conversation with Katrina Lynn, the Kate group, and a few others that you guys, and I just want you to know that you're the best. I said that you really do help unassigned artists get some wider base listeners in FaceTime. So thank you again. I'll be sure to share and return the fave too. Thanks for doing all the good job you're doing.
Who is that?
Beverly.
Was it a tweet?
No, it was a Facebook message to me.
Oh, let's read that on the air. Maybe we can leave her name out.
Yeah, just say Beverly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big thing is she really likes the unassigned artist.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna send it to you.
I mean, yeah, look, I mean, you're not telling us anything we don't know. We are pretty
Right.
awesome.
Wait a minute. You may not know it.
It's got kind of a Dave Matthews thing, doesn't it?
What?
It's got a bit of a Dave Matthews
It does,
thing
yeah.
going on. Oh, it's raining.
It's almost creepy.
I like creepy. That's what Blaze does. He goes, I'm like, what does that mean? It can't mean what I think it means. You're too young to know what that means. Dad, no, I'm not. Awaiting daylight. Brent and Kate. Brent and Kate. Brent and Kate. We got a new Katrina Lynn on our hands. Does have a Dave Matthews. It's almost a detriment that he sounds that much like Dave Matthews.
I don't think he says that much.
10 seconds. 5, sorry.
Vagabond from Hail.
Hell yeah.
What do you think about Hail?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Remind you of anybody?
Well, it did. I'm an acoustic player.
Yes, you
and
are.
I learned how to play classical guitar from my father. Well, he was playing some tunes, and he said, yeah, here's the fucking book. There is no tablature. You've got your bass and your treble. Figure it out. And when you're using your thumb and your fingers, you're playing the bass line with your thumb, and you're playing the treble with the other fingers, depending on who you are and how many fingers you have. Very interesting harmonies.
You lost me.
Well, Tony Iommi only has a certain amount of fingers, and you gotta. You never
5, right?
Well, they say 4 fingers and a thumb. A thumb's really not a finger.
But that's not just Tommy Iommi.
Tony
That's-
Iommi is.
He's got, I think, probably the majority of people in the world
he has
have
3 fingers.
one pinky and a thumb.
But that's
the
on his
difference.
left hand.
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting harmonies. He brings them in, and they're underneath, is what I really like. Everybody thinks, oh, if I'm going to put a harmony on this, I have to be up above that note.
I agree.
Not true.
The subtle harmony.
You bring it in underneath, and some of them towards the end, it almost sounded kind of creepy.
You said creepy, and I was like,
"Ooh, that
I
sounds
said,
kinda
I like
creepy."
creepy. That's
we
awesome.
both like creepy.
Yeah.
But and then with the guitars way up high on the neck, almost made it sound like a mandolin is coming in there.
Right.
And I really dig that. I liked it.
I
did
did
like
too.
this overall.
Yeah, I did too, and it is. It's one of those gunslinging acoustic accoutrement sort of songs that I could see a Drew Day playing. But it did have a lot of Dave Matthews in it. I mean, that's why I looked at you and I said, boy, I mean, you almost want to interject a little bit more of your own personality in there so that somebody doesn't get a hold of this and say, oh, boy, Dave Matthews copycat, right?
Well, the thing is,
And
with
you
Dave
can't help
Matthews-
that. I mean, it's not your fault that you happen to sound like a really good and talented artist, you poor thing.
Well, with Dave Matthews, I think with all the other players, you know, he's got this drummer that has a 20-piece set. He's got the saxes coming in. I mean, that's the only thing that made it different. And I don't think he sounds like him as far as vocal, but it gives you that kind of vibe.
It does, yeah, a little bit. I think he sounds like him. I really do. I disagree.
Well, you can't really hear that well.
Yeah, my ears don't work very well. Okay. Moving on. So, Dr. Drew, next up in our rock category is... oh, boy.
Oh, shit.
My BNE is acting up. It's getting a little
Now, that's
sore
not
in my
bacon and
shoulder.
eggs.
No.
And that's not breaking and entering, is it?
It's my condition that I have, BNE.
What's that?
It Hurts to Be Dead is the name of the next band. And as you know,
Are you gonna
I
tell me
have
what B&E?
band name Envy.
Band name Envy.
B-N-E. You got it now?
Got it.
Yeah, so I already hate It Hurts to Be Dead because you've got a cooler band name than I ever came up with, and I have band name Envy.
It Hurts to Be Dead.
It Hurts to Be Dead is the
That's
name
great.
of it's one of the greatest band names. It Hurts to Be Dead.
I mean, not many people can tell you that because
I know.
Be dead.
It Hurts to Be Dead blends an eclectic mix of rock, punk, and poetry. They were founded in Wichita Falls, Texas in early 2010. They're going to have a couple shows here in Dallas very soon. Right now, they can be seen at the Wits End next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, April 4th. Catch them out with a
Go ahead. Keep going.
Catch them with a couple of other bands out at the Wits End April 4th. But right now, they're on The Crush. This is... What happened? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
This is one of their new songs, Suit Yourself. God, I love even the song titles are more clever than I've ever come with. Not Suit Yourself.
Not Suit Yourself, but
Suit Yourself.
So.
Damn it. It Hurts to Be Dead. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI.
X!
I thought you were going to go all a cappella on that one.
If I put this in the door, will it let me back in? Downstairs? Like, stick it in there?
Take my badge.
Take your badge just in case.
Go smoke.
Yeah, I didn't have it.
Look, I'm freaking out.
I know. He's like...
He fell off the wagon hard.
Yeah.
How long have you been friends? Oh, okay.
And how'd y'all meet?
His dog got loose the day that he moved in to my neighborhood, and I caught him, and he came rumbling down the street and struck up a conversation. And
Turns out we were both musicians. We both played in Seattle and started swapping war stories. And
How is that?
I don't know. Very strange. We just became friends just like that. And then I started producing some of his music. And it was just like, I remember there's this one song. I hope we get to play it because it's a phenomenal song. It's like the first. I said, hey, play me 5. We got in front of the piano and started playing around some stuff. So just play me 5 of your favorite tunes. And we started playing this one, and I was like, that's it. I said, record that for me. I'm gonna take it to my studio. This time tomorrow, I'm gonna have you over. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, gives it to me. Put it through my studio and add the drawings and everything, and symphony and everything. He comes over the next day and he's like, it's like, you're fucking kidding. It's like, this is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. So when did you start writing together? And I seen you, we started writing and started trying out like really, really good songs, and people were like, whoa, these guys are something else. You know,
why did you guys still playing?
I mean, we still get together during the week, and we're like, oh, let's throw out 5 years and record something. And,
Yeah.
We got 5 and 10 good, like solid. Because we wanted to come out with a CD, we could. But we just like,
You guys probably should.
who wants to see
Dude, seriously? We got 70, 80-year-olds, so you're saying the 40s are not good, but the 70s, 80s are good.
established bands?
That doesn't matter. We got Arnold Schwarzenegger on stage. If you got it, you got it. If you want to flaunt it, flaunt it. Maybe this whole gig from The Crush and you could do the Crush Kitties album.
And Dr. Drew isn't here right now, but if he was, he would say...
Suit Yourself by It Hurts to Be Dead. My goodness, what a spirited tune. A little punk, a little rock, a little punk,
bit of all of it.
little punk rock infusion. Dr. Drew, I mean, you know, they steered away from the pitfalls of sounding like one Green Day or, you know, something like that, or going too old school like Ramones.
Right.
And kept it contemporary and cool and poppy.
In their own way.
In their own way, yeah. So It Hurts to Be Dead. I mean, these are kind of cool dudes. I've kind of chatted with them a little bit on Facebook and here and there. And man, I don't know if this is their first effort EP-wise, but if it is, I think the sky's the limit for these dudes. I personally think, since the Green Day era has ended, in my opinion.
Thank God.
No, not thank God. I really did enjoy Green Day. But I think it's time for the next, like, edgy version of punk rock.
With a little less clown.
And I think Suit Yourself is one of those songs, a little edgier.
I mean, suit yourself right there. Suture.
I love it.
Play on words.
It's a little dark, but
something that Eminem might do.
It Hurts to Be Dead. Hang on, let's see how the acronym pans out for that. IHTBD. Now, we're going to have to work on that. It Hurts to Be Dead.
Sounds like a disease.
I have a rule in music that says if your band name or your TV show is more than 3 words, it isn't going to work. Think of all the best TV shows you've ever seen. Friends, Seinfeld, Blacklist, Game of Thrones. 3 is the max.
227.
227. The Cosby Show. You know. But It Hurts to Be Dead.
Magnum P.I.
Unless you're in the band called It Hurts to Be Dead, in which case it's great to be alive.
Well, yeah, because we're not here to tell you, why we drive on parkways and park on driveways. It's just how it goes.
Or why a pair of pants is called a pair when there's only one of them.
Right. I mean, it's 2 legs.
Or why apartments are called apartments when they're all stuck together.
Right.
We're going to take a quick break so that we can ponder the mysteries of life. We will return after this very short message.
If you're a man between the ages of 30 and 90, listen carefully to this limited offer. Erectile dysfunction and hair loss impact nearly 100% of men after the age of 30. If you're like many men around the world, you simply cannot accept God's twisted design. So you're probably enduring a daily hassle of hair growth medicines and dick pills. Here at Viagra we say no more. Just one dose of Viagra per day is all you need to fight the searing ravages of time. Simply add one Viagra to your daily regimen before breakfast for serious hair regrowth and a healthy boner that will keep her attention for minutes on end. Say goodbye to long, lonely nights spent avoiding the woman that grew around what was once your beautiful wife. Viagra will give you the confidence to split that estate, kick her to the curb, and find someone much too young for you. Do not eat or drink while taking Viagra. Sleeping while taking Viagra caused mild to moderate ear bloating in clinical trials. Some penile diarrhea may occur. Excessive pubic hair growth and scalp urination was reported in less than 30% of trial participants. Other side effects were mild to moderate and include vomiting, elephantitis, progeria, adult-onset diabetes, night blindness, day blindness, hysterical flatulence, and upset stomach. Viagra. One pill, two solutions.
You're listening to The Crush.
The Crush.
On KVGI
X. KVGIRadio.com.
And now your hosts, Chris Dilworth and Dr. Drew Day. That's us. Mark always gives us that funny look when he hears that X.
He loves it.
I can't tell if he really likes it or really hates it. Which is it, Mark?
Mikey likes
Mikey
it.
likes
It's
it.
his favorite X that I do.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, Dr. Drew, we got a couple more categories on tonight's Crush It or Flush It. Can we step back to the wheel again?
Wrong pipe.
While Dr. Drew chokes on his beer,
Wow.
a refreshing taste of Budweiser.
Budweiser going down the wrong way.
Can we get you, while you're choking to death, would you mind reaching over there, spinning the wheel?
Tap over there.
One more time. All right, here we go. And that is the hip-hop category.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And you know, we had some technical difficulties last week, Dr. Drew, during our hip-hop category. What a shame, because we had some serious flow going on.
You were fingering your mouse again too much.
I was fingering the hell out of that mouse, and it went awry on me. Unbelievable that could go wrong. But we did have at least some votes,
Really?
even though they couldn't hear our brilliant commentary.
Yeah, which is why everyone really...
And who came out on top?
Well, that would be Mr.
Stay ready.
You know, I'm just going to read this whole bio.
Go for it.
His whole thing here. Born a native to East Texas, Longview, Mr. Stay Ready has been musical in every way. Writing, rapping, producing tracks, all been a gift. This is my life. I stay ready for everything. That's why I'm named that. And that is all she wrote.
That is Mr. Stay Ready, the song Flippin' and Dippin'. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI X.
It's the main event with the main feature. Flipping and dipping, 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 flipping and dipping.
I'm flipping and dipping, flipping and dipping on these city streets. Where that beat, from the view to the triple D. Underground, on the creek, he right beside me. You wanna try me? The triple D is where you find me. I'm flipping and dipping, flipping and dipping on these city streets. Where that beat, from the view to the triple D. Underground, on the creek, he right beside me. You wanna try me? The triple D is where you find me. I'ma pop it off. I know y'all wanna ball. Pay attention, it's a lot of shit going on. They wanna quarantine my city. FEMA camp for the po folks. Man, that show is shitty. White supremacy ain't no joke. Boy, you think you matter? You ain't no factor. Nah, you ain't gon' get away. They taxing athletes and actors. Ain't no corporate ladder to climb. That was true once upon a rhyme. You better ask Dr. Phil Valentine, 'cause they kill niggas in real time. I'm flipping and dipping, flipping and dipping on these city streets. Where that beat, from the view to the triple D. Underground, on the creek, you right beside me. You wanna try me? The triple D is where you find me. I'm flipping and dipping, flipping and dipping on these city streets. Where that beat, from the view to the triple D. Underground, on the creek, he right beside me. You wanna try me? The triple D is where you find me.
I'm flipping and dipping and getting it in. Most real niggas are dead in the pen. It seems like chasing papers a sin. Money in my mind more than breathing oxygen. Fuck this shit, man, I got to win. Stay on my toes, stay on my no nigga. Don't get caught slipping in Oakland for real. Cause all them goons over there straight killer. Potassium up with banana clipper. From Red Bird to Mario Smith. Talk down, let's 48 this bitch. Nobody know nothing, nobody say shit. Just about the body decomposing. Anything, same rule goes on the north side. From the south side to the west side. And Pleasant Grove will get your mouth wide. Your mouth can really get the tongue tied.
I'm flipping and dipping, flipping and dipping on these city streets. Where that beat, from the view to the triple D. Underground, on the creek, you right beside me. You wanna try me? The triple D is where you find me. I'm flipping and dipping, flipping and dipping on these city streets. Where that beat, from the view to the triple D. Underground, on the creek, he right beside me. You wanna try me? The triple D is where you find me. Triple D is where you find me.
I'm gonna let you come out of this story.
Triple D is where you find me.
Just start talking. Mr. Stay Ready. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, I feel a little out of touch.
With flipping and dipping?
I used to know what some of these guys were talking about.
No, you didn't. You
Well,
never knew what the
Pop,
stuff
lock,
meant.
and drop it. That's a gun.
Pop a lock.
obviously,
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Superman That Hoe. I definitely knew what that was about.
I'm not sure I do.
It's when you make love.
Okay. Make
to a
sweet, sweet
woman,
love. Yeah.
And then you climax. if you
Stop.
will.
I've heard enough.
Basically, she rolls around the sheets, and when she runs
All
to the
right.
bathroom,
Good
it
enough for
becomes a
me.
cape.
So what does flipping and
But
dipping
flipping
mean
and
to you?
dipping, it can mean a lot of things to a lot of people, from hunters to gatherers. But to me, when I was working on the line as a cook, long time ago, I was flipping burgers, and then I'd be dipping underneath because it was a open line to the restaurant.
Dipping your helmet
And
in
I'd
the
be
special sauce. Yeah.
No, I would be dipping
Oh.
pieces of prime rib in the au jus and a little ramekin down there. That's flipping and dipping to me. So I know that's not what it is, and I know about flipping
Holmes.
girls
Oh, girls, yes.
and dipping. But I'm out of touch on this one. I really feel old when I hear him say that.
Well, I mean, look, if you want to stay alive in the hip-hop genre, you got to be inventive. And that's what Mr. Stay Ready is doing. He's inventing.
I think it's really good.
You can't go
for
back
what
to
it
the
is.
well. You gotta do something new. And Stay Ready is flipping and dipping.
Mr. Stay Ready.
I apologize, Mr. Stay Ready. Listen, I mean, I hear he's on year 5 of a 6-year degree plan. Soon he will be Dr. Stay Ready. And then watch out, Dr. Drew.
Wow.
So coming up next to compete with Mr. Stay Ready, we got Smoke Assad.
Smoke Assad. Full name Smoke Aswad Solis Azad. Or
Solis.
Smoke Assad for short. Solis.
The sun.
I mean,
The sun lion of fire.
Yes. All these good things in one name.
Yeah.
Great name. Spontaneously beatboxing and freestyling in a school cafeteria. I mean, he's always been doing this for his people.
So he's real.
And Smoke lived in a unique area where his everyday life became the building blocks for loving music. So you got to give it up.
I mean, that sounds awesome.
But?
And so does this. Smoke Assad, the song is awesome. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI.
X, baby. This shit is awesome. Everything I do for my side. It's no problem. Don't give a fuck, I put everything down the line. Yeah, I'm all in. You can even go ask your dentist about me, bitch, I'm flossing. Hell yeah, ho, I'm ballin'. You can even go ask about me. All these bad hoes call me. I don't know what to do with it. All these paper ballin'. And this shit is awesome. Been fucking around in this game. I turn into a monster. I don't care if I got a problem. I'ma do this till I'm in my
Man, I never stop grinding, ho, I'm in the 360. Me and that squad, my niggas ain't friendly. Y'all talk about weed, my niggas smoke plenty. Can't forget about face, I'm seeing too many, so I hope when I connect, he knock him off 50. Get toe up under the lights of the city. Take no mercy, have no pity. Swaggin' like many, mine stay gritty. Attitude ill, get twisted on liquor, Mary Jane and pills. Believe niggas live on my side for real. If I start swag surfing, you niggas grow gills. Want a problem, I bring you drama like it's the grills. All white packs, counterfeit bills. About that life, if you watch me on film, guarantee my life. I give you the chills. Gotta make it to the top. All I need is will. In the land where anybody can get killed. Better make sure your lips is sealed. Tell the earth red alert. This not a drill. New era I am. Yeah, we here. Fuck system. I'm put it in the wheelchair. 300 years from now, we'll still be here. Nigga, and we still. If they ever come to it, you got it. I don't. You coming up off it.
Everything I do from my side. It's no problem. Don't give a fuck, I put everything down the line. Yeah, I'm all in. You can even go ask your dentist about me. I'm flossing. Yeah, ho, I'm ballin'. You can even go ask about me. All these bad hoes calling. Lord, I don't know what to do. All this paper falling. Damn, this shit is awesome. Been fucking around this game too long.
I feel real good about this one, man. Let me talk to you real quick.
Hennessy in my system. My model chick is some venom. Ride around with my niggas. Yeah, we VIP in the building. Paper stacked to the ceiling. Niggas hate, but I'm chillin'. Cause if them boys step by the line, bet you I'ma load up that semen. Hold up, nigga, what you mad for? It ain't my fault, you still broke. You ain't got no whip, no drink, no dro. My nigga, what you still alive for? Pull up front with them things out. Double cup, know I'm talking about. My camp gone off that purple stuff. We bout to shut this club down. I'm flossing, no dinners. Brace yourself, cause this hit is. I ball so hard like it's the fourth quarter or the ninth inning. My team winning. Smoke, let them know that it's a new day. This new era don't get better. As I pour another ace in this muddy strike. Fall back and let the hook tell them, yep.
Everything I do from my side. It's no problem. Don't give a fuck, I put everything down the line. Yeah, I'm all in. You can even go ask your dentist about me, bitch, I'm flossing. Hell yeah, ho, I'm ballin'. You can even go ask about me. All these bad hoes calling. I don't know what to do with all these paper ballin'. And this shit is awesome. Been fucking around in this game too long. I turn into a monster. Don't care if I got a problem. I'ma do this till I'm in my comfort.
Smoke Assad. The song is awesome, isn't it?
It is the name of it, and I did like it. Smoke Assad. I go back to it. I love the pad, the arpeggios that come in there. It's perfect for it. You know, a little bit too much effects in the beginning, and then I think everything kind of came clear. The uh-hs in the background, that was good. Like right where they needed to be. But for me, I think it needs like a female vocal coming in for the chorus to break up the flow, to give it
that would be
that
cool.
Overpowering, here is the chorus.
Yeah.
You know, because he's very talented at what he does, clearly.
Right.
But to give that song the utmost just boost, it needs that of some vocals. Somebody sing something for me in this song to give it the vocal,
some gravitas,
to give it the chorus, and all of a sudden it becomes that much better in my mind.
It makes it real.
But yeah. But you know, got to give it up to him.
Yeah, and the thing that I had written down, and this is from, you know, the engineering standpoint, is the whole mix is missing the 1K range. Somebody has turned down the entire mid range on that mix. It needs a solid bass pad. It needs a pad to fill out the middle of that mix, for right in that 1K to 600 range. But I thought the vocals were really interesting. I thought the phraseology was really cool. It's really spacey, really kind of like stoner hip hop, which I totally dig.
It is kind of spacey.
Yeah. So anyway, a good entry from Smoke Assad. Of all of his songs, that one might not be my favorite. Maybe we could have picked a different one, but
we might later.
We might later. But that one is a pretty cool one. Moving on to our next artist in the hip hop category, Dr. Drew. Who's up next?
Jay Stone. Sounds like Hospin. No. I was gonna say Hostile. It's Hobson, Tech 9, Eminem, Logic. This kid is 19 years old and currently living in Denton, Texas. And he says, I am a universal plug for all areas of music. Hip-hop has just been my personal favorite for him is hip-hop. So obviously he can do much more. He just played on the 15th at the Caribbean Grill in Dallas.
And from the town of Bedrock, he's a modern Stone Age hip-hop masterpiece known as Jay Stone. The song is He Know. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI.
It's hard to stay committed when all you're looking forward to is the end, and instead you're spending your time, you're lending with no return, no pretending to be something I was never intended to be commended on. What I made with no sleep, and what they say is so sweet that now everyone thinks that they know me. Like, go see, my life's the movie that you wish yours could be, or maybe that's the illusion that I just want you to see. Jay Stone, yeah, he know that working for what you got's the only way to grow. And Jay Stone, yeah, he know that all the people tell him you'll be great, blow up and moan. But I work for what I got and I won't stop till I have my spot in it. That means I'll be the king, and goddamn it, I'll be not stopping at the cost for me to lose and Jay Stone to be forgotten. Then I'm never doing nothing else until the throne be got. Jay Stone, yeah, he know that working for what you got's the only way to grow. And Jay Stone, yeah, he know that all the people tell him you'll be great, blow up and moan. Yeah. All right. Look, I may be thinking of the future a little early, but I have my goals in mind and I'm more pumped for the journey. Cause I like to hurry, but I'd be out just as quick in this day and age. If you ain't now, you ain't shit. To me, that's fine. I could do this all the time, but at the cost of my sanity, there were roles I need assigned. I need a team of mean people hungry for that dream to promote and tell all about Jay Stone and his beliefs. Throw up your hands if you want to get loud. It's all up for grabs. There's enough to go around. After parties at my house, yeah, it's about to go down. Retweet this shit so we can bring the whole town. Jay Stone, yeah, he know that working for what you got's the only way to grow. And Jay Stone, yeah, he know that all the people tell him you'll be great, blow up and know. Better work for what I got and I won't stop till I have my spot in it. That means I'll be the king, and goddamn it, I'll be not stopping at the cost for me to lose and Jay Stone to be forgotten. Then I'm never doing nothing else until the throne be got. Jay Stone, yeah, he know that working for what you got's the only way to grow. And Jay Stone, yeah, he know that all the people tell him you'll be great, blow up and mow. See, I'm just a white kid from KC, then I moved to Texas and never looked back, and that's true. But Jay Stone,
You want to flush mine?
No. That would be funny at the very end.
Five seconds.
That is Jay Stone with He Know. Dr. Drew, what do you know?
Well,
about
he know. To me, he's flowing, he's doing his thing, and all of a sudden the pre-chorus comes in. To me, it's the pre-chorus,
right?
And then it just vanished, kind of went right back to a verse. I'm like, wait,
yeah,
what was going on there? And then it occurred to me, oh, well, I guess this is the chorus. I mean,
Sans hook, yeah,
and Jay Stone, he know, he's doing it all in one take.
Yeah.
If you had other vocals coming in with the Jay Stone, and then the like, if you had multiple tracks doing that, you might have been able to pull it off. But again, it's like the last song I was talking about. There is no like chorus that it makes it okay. Here's the chorus, and it's this big thing. It's
gotta have the hook.
It's weak.
Gotta have the hook.
But he's very good at what he does. And he's good with,
look,
vocals and lyrics and all that, and he's doing a good job. It's just the chorus was just not a big part to him, and he would rather focus on the verse when the listener wants to hear that chorus.
Yeah, I mean, Jay Stone is just starting out. This is an early venture for him. The kid's 19 years old. I mean,
it's pretty impressive.
It is, but I mean, Jay Stone, go look up the likes of someone named Danny King. Talk to Danny, listen to his music, try to hook up with him on Facebook. A young dude, he's also 19, just turned 19, and is producing phenomenal R&B, hip-hop type stuff. He's self-produced, self-engineered, just like I think Jay Stone is. There's some production problems here, especially around the vocals. I have a feeling that Jay Stone is probably one of those multifaceted artists that could be doing just about any type of music, but he kind of picked out this one and said, "Hey, I'm gonna throw a dart at the map, and if it lands on hip hop, I'm gonna try that one." But I mean, look, he's got some rhythm, he's got the beat going. I would say seek out others. Check out the Crush page and look at some of our other local hip-hop artists and try to hook up with them and see if we can get some studio magic going on for Jay Stone. Because I bet a collaboration between Jay Stone and someone like Danny King,
I'd be interested.
I would be very interested to hear that.
Where do you think hip-hop would be on the map? Like, if it was the United States, like, where would you find the majority of hip-hop?
I'd put it right around Compton.
Because it's all
Queens?
over. Queens, Compton, possibly
Compton.
Hotlanta. The dirty.
Yeah.
Down south.
L.A.
You don't hear a lot of rap coming out of Minnesota.
That's true. Not a lot out of Topeka, Kansas, either.
No, they don't rap about ice fishing. I don't think it'd be too,
I think we're missing out on a target demo, Dr. Drew.
Hook and gills.
Speaking of demos, you know what? I've been trolling our Facebook page during the show and our Twitter page, and lots of awesome comments. I just want to thumb through some of the comments here. Let's see.
Comment.
You guys rock. Let's see. Dr. Drew sounds a little gay. What is wrong with Dr. Drew's voice?
That's not possible.
Let's see. Oh, here's one.
How come you guys don't put your own music on?
Chris is awesome. Dr. Drew seems kind of like a fag. That's weird. Okay, here we go. This one is from somebody named Beverly. She says, hey, I found you guys through Katrina and the Brent and Kate gang. You guys are awesome. You really do seem to help unsigned artists get some airtime and some listeners. Thank you for that. I'll be sure to share and return the love.
That's what we're here for.
Happy I found you and KVGI. Crush it, baby. Just crush it. Thank you, Beverly. And thanks for not mentioning that Dr. Drew sounds a little on the gay side. Like everybody else seems to be saying that. But Beverly says, we are awesome.
Well, you know, she obviously hasn't heard me sing.
That's true.
Because I do have songs like The Panty Dropper.
Oh, here's somebody who says they've seen our video on our YouTube channel. Dr. Drew is way better looking than Chris. Oh, now that hurts.
Well, the truth hurts.
You know what? I guess I got the voice for radio. You got the face for TV.
That's right. And that's why we're a good team.
Well, damn it. Well, you know what? I won't be too disappointed. It's time to move on to our last entry in the hip-hop category. Dr. Drew, this straight out of India. Yes, India. I said India.
Really?
Curry some favor for the Mentures. This song is called Crazy, Dr. Drew. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess so.
You're listening to The Crush on KVGI.
Yes.
The time we met, I just can't stop thinking about you. It's like I'm going crazy for you.
I'm onto your side, your love that I like, girl, I'm crazy for you. I'm crazy for you. You're one of the kind that I ever find, girl, I'm crazy for you. I'm crazy for you.
When I met you first time, I'm out to you. I'm getting crazy for you now, I can't lie. You hold me up, I hold you down. We never gonna be apart together all the time. I spend it like nothing cause my love is pure.
Oh.
That would be the flash.
The humanity. Dr. Drew, what are we saying about our pals in India? You were very quick on the flush button. I want it pointed out that was Dr. Drew's flush. I was digging that.
I couldn't hear it anymore.
Yes.
I really couldn't. I think certain people are good at what they do. You look back, I mean, even brand new songs coming out of Mexico City, they still have the old way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 right? Yeah, and it's still working for them. Now, obviously, India and all these other places, you have Bollywood, you have, a whole melting pot of their own. So, of course, they're getting different cultures and different styles coming to them for their music. But I don't think, maybe this would be huge over there, but for Americans to hear it, it's hard when he's, rapping in English and not being able to pronounce the words correctly. And it's too much for us to hear, I think. It just doesn't fit.
You have always said, do one thing and do it well. So I think what you're trying to say is, get back to fixing my iPad.
Ooh.
Dr. Drew, it's time to move on to our final category of the evening.
I guess we don't have to spin the wheel if we already know what it is.
You want to, though?
I kind of do.
All right, let's spin it. Spin the wheel.
All right.
Here we go.
Metal.
Yes. The sweet, sweet metal category. Dr. Drew.
Sharp edges.
Sharp, sharp edges. That's right. Well, as promised, Dr. Drew, I promised young Katrina Lynn a special treat tonight.
Are we starting out with that?
Yes.
Nice.
We're going to kick it off before we lose too many listeners.
Are you going to tell them?
Because, yes, so here we go.
How fast you wrote this?
Katrina Lynn wrote a song called I Feel So Country. I Could Die. And Dr. Drew, you and I have heard that song many, many times, and we were sitting around the studio, and I said, God, I want to write a song called I Feel So Metal, I Could Die. And so, in honor of Katrina Lynn, here comes, now, be kind, folks. Don't get on Twitter at the Crush KVGI and
you wrote this today.
Hashtag flush it, because I wrote this at 7 o'clock this morning, and this is the finished product. Hey, what can you expect? 12 hours in the studio? This is Livid with I Feel So Metal. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI X.
Cut my hair. I didn't want to pay my share. I didn't want to work for the man. I didn't want this 3-piece can. I didn't need no education. I didn't need no thought control. I didn't need no dark sarcasm in the classroom. I didn't need that shit at all. Everything changes but the scars upon my soul. The evolution killed the only rock and roll. You say I just don't understand, maybe so. Take our own way to the grave, so must I feel so metal I could die. Give me Anthrax, give me Megadeth, give me Metallica, give me Slayer, give me Testament, give me Motorhead, give me Maiden, or give me Death. I didn't need no education. I didn't need no thought control. I didn't need no dark sarcasm in the classroom. I didn't need that shit at all. Everything changes but the scars upon my soul. The evolution killed the only rock and roll. You say I just don't understand, maybe so. We all take our own way to the grave, and so must I feel so metal I could
Feel so metal, I could die. See what I did? I waited until after your flush had already been spent to play My sweet, sweet metal.
Are you sure I can't flush again?
You can't. You get one preemptive flush per show.
No,
and
I
you've
wouldn't have flushed
already
that.
used it.
I wouldn't have flushed that. That was written this morning, recorded
this morning
with no band or anything. I got to give it up to you. I really like you paying homage to one of my favorites, Pink Floyd.
I did. I had it in my head. I was like, you know what? I remember just sitting there listening to The Wall, just thinking, you know what? You're right. I don't need no education.
All right.
And that's why I wrote it in there as an homage.
It was homage. And you know what I was kind of surprised about? That there was no face-melting solo. Because I tell you what, Crush Kitties out there, this guy can solo, and he didn't put one in.
I didn't, I didn't have time for the solo, so
okay.
I did some harmony guitars in the background, because I know you like them.
You know I like that. I'm a sucker for that.
But yeah, look, I love Katrina Lynn. I love
So do
metal. I got to put them together, and instead of I feel so country, I feel so metal. So rounding out the show here, we've got a couple more metal tunes. Sit back, relax. As I said last time we played Android Qaeda. Sit back, relax, take your pants down, get the lotion out, and enjoy the sweet, sweet tones of Turn Down for What on KVGI.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Yeah. Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Yeah! Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for
Turn down for what? Hey, quick and easy.
Nice and fast.
It is metal. Android Qaeda. Go out to SoundCloud and check these dudes out. They've got a ton of really entertaining mashups, metal mixes.
For sure.
They've got the Frozen song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I
With
love
the
it.
female vocalist
They've got
helping
the mashup with Metallica and Black Sabbath.
I enjoyed that one.
Disposable War Pigs. That's a really good one. Go out and check them out on SoundCloud. They're pretty cool. Rounding out the evening, and our last song in the metal category to compete with me, I guess, is In Defense. Dr. Drew, I think we've tried to play In Defense once before and failed.
Well, in our defense, it wasn't our fault.
Yes. But Dr. Drew, this is In Defense. The song is The Police Are Rad.
Nice.
Very topical. You're listening to The Crush on KVGI X.
You're tuned in. To KVG.
Police are fucking brutal. Police are fucking rad. Say you hate the morning 'cause it makes me fucking sad. The police are fucking rad. The police are fucking rad. NWA got him up, so we had to write the song. Fuck the police, I don't see why. One of them things a real nice guy. The police are fucking rad. The police are fucking rad. Every move you make, every breath you take, we'll be watching you. Say I'm not living in reality, because I said Roxanne was a prime example of police brutality. Police brutality. Fucking love the police. Message in a bottle is you got some fucking tongue. And the words are running king, can we understand alone?
And that was The Police Are Rad.
That just ended abruptly.
I know, from In Defense.
Now, the first thing I thought of right when I heard it, you know, you're obviously thinking about police brutality and this and
Right.
that. But then they pay homage to Sting and the police.
Yeah.
By throwing in lyrics. So it kind of threw me for a minute, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed this one. It was a surprise for me.
I kind of did too. We need to hear more from In Defense.
I mean, those...
They are an interesting punk metal band.
Yeah. I mean, police don't get paid enough to be cool, and they use some pretty poor judgment at times and blast people in the chest when, you know, they're just being dumb. But they aim to shoot and shoot to kill. So
Yeah, they aim to shoot.
You know, I mean, they're not there to cap you in the kneecap.
I hear you.
But sometimes, yeah, the police are fucking rad. I love it.
Well, Dr. Drew, that is the end of our evening. My goodness, we saw giants fall tonight.
We did.
We saw the birth of rising stars tonight.
We did.
We had a lot of fun.
See.
And we smelled our fingers.
We. French
So
fingers.
for Dr. Drew, I am Chris Dilworth. We're your hosts. You've been listening to The Crush on KVGIX. Make sure that you catch The Crush Re-Rack weekdays, Monday to be specific, from 7 to 9 p.m. Get your folks out there to vote, vote, vote. You can do so by hitting us up on Facebook, facebook.com/The Crush KVGI. You can also hit us up on Twitter @The Crush KVGI. Give us a hashtag of Crush It for the bands you love. Flush it for them you don't. Make sure you tune into the flagship station during the week for some quality programming made for American veterans by American veterans. That's kvgiradio.com. We also want you to know a little bit about the Med Assets 5K Race for Heroes. This is Saturday, May the 16th. Let's see the schedule. Come on out and support our veterans. The schedule is registration is at 6:30 in the morning. Mark, you want to grab a mic and tell us a little bit more about the 5K Race for Heroes from Med Assets?
Absolutely. Hopefully everybody can hear me because my mic's not up loud. But yeah, so KVGI Radio, we've got a booth out there. We're going to broadcast live, and we'll be out there for several hours. We're actually, our charity, Kilroy's Legacy, will also be out there.
Yep.
And the broadcast, we've got tons and tons of companies. This will be their largest year. So every company that has a booth is trying to put together a team of 10 or more. So we've got 20 spots to fill, and I think we have between 8 and 12 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got one team almost filled, the other team working. And it's May 16th, and it's going to be, they've done this for several years, so this is not their first year.
Right.
It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. They're going for 1,000 runners this year.
Ooh.
I think the largest has been 600. So it's going to be an outstanding day, outstanding time with veterans and the businesses alike in the Frisco, Dallas, Fort Worth community. and the likes.
You bet. So the location, this is where we meet, is at the Med Assets location at 5543 Legacy Drive in Plano, Texas. Make sure you visit their website, medassetsraceforheroes.com. That's all one word. You've been listening to The Crush, Crush Kitties. For Dr. Drew Day, I am Chris Dilworth, reminding you to keep the rubber side down and those single digits
way up.
Way up. Good night, Crush Kitties.
I couldn't hear myself at all. You gotta figure out.
Yeah, all of them were quiet.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I hear fine with you guys. I just couldn't hear me.
Yeah, I heard you. The same as us.
Oh boy. Put it back on automation. Nobody's hearing. Testing 1, 2. Why the hell? Testing 1, 2. Oh, there you go. Shit.
Hopefully we weren't that quiet throughout the show.
No, actually it was really, that's why I was turning it up a couple times. I was trying to see. Where am I going to go next? Turn that up. Testing 1, 2. So that speeds it up too. If I turn that all the way down. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing
This
1,
was
2.
This was my 90s. This is my soundtrack to the
93 and 94.
Testing 1, 2.
Richard Marx, there goes the night. Yes. I mean, if you get it still away.
What was that?
It was the Emperor talking to Darth Vader.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Richard Marx.
Testing 1, 2.
That was my soundtrack to 93, 94.
Tiger Lily.
Let me go pee real quick first.